Without the Grundfos Go Remote smartphone app, there are a number of scala1 features that you will be unable to access. In this module, we are going to show you how to get the most out of your scala1 by using Go Remote. Let's get started. Why should you use Go Remote for scala1? It's pretty simple, really. Using Go Remote with scala1 enables easier commissioning, easy monitoring, and it allows you to access further customization options. Without Go Remote, your scala1 would only operate in its default settings. While these settings may be sufficient for some installations and applications, it doesn't necessarily fit all. Ultimately, scala1 is optimized to be used with all domestic applications, but by using Go Remote, you can make it fit your application even better. To download Go Remote, simply head to the App Store or Play Store. Once downloaded, you need to pair the app with your scala1. Now you're ready to set up your scala1 in Go Remote. As soon as you connect your pump to the app, you'll have the option to be taken through the installation setup. While it is possible to operate scala1 and read alarm indications through its operating panel, Go Remote allows you to change default values and set up the pump according to your exact requirements and application. In the initial setup, you can set and change the maximum runtime, set the auto anti-cycling alarm, and define the external input if your system uses one of these. Go Remote is also the only way to set up a twin booster system consisting of two scala1 pumps. More on that later. When you've set the basic parameters, you'll be taken to the dashboard, which is the app's main screen. Here you will get the basic overview of your pump as well as quick access to more settings. But what are the benefits of these settings? Well, let's have a look. First, there's the system status, which allows you to read the pump's total running time, its running time since the last power-up, and its number of starts and stops. And if you're running a twin pump configuration, you can see usage comparisons between the two pumps. Checking the pump's status in the app gives you a clear overview of its energy consumption, and if you're running a twin pump operation, you can see the status of each pump and distribute the load between them however you wish. You can also check system alarm indications and warnings, so if the Grundfos eye is red and the pump is stopped, simply check the alarms and warnings function in the app. To get detailed information on why the pump has issued an alarm, giving you a clearer idea of where the issue lies. If there is an issue with the pump, you will need to check the troubleshooting guide. Additionally, you can use the Alarms and Warnings menu to reset any alarms. Next, there's the twin pump configuration. Once you've connected two scala1 pumps, the system will automatically detect that it is a twin pump, and you will be taken through the initial setup. As we mentioned earlier, this is the only way to set up a twin configuration without the default settings, and there are a number of settings to change. First, there's the twin operation mode. The default operation mode is duty standby mode. Essentially, this means that one pump is in operation and the other is on standby in case an issue occurs with the primary pump. In Grundfos Go, however, you can change the operation mode to duty assist mode, where if one pump cannot reach the desired demand, the other will kick in and assist it, providing you with even more flow. That way, you can select whichever operation mode is best suited to your installation and application. Next, there's the alternation type. Here you can select how you want the pumps to switch. For example, do you want to alternate them based on the number of starts? Or should they alternate based on the number of hours in operation? This feature lets you decide how you want to distribute the workload between your two scala1 pumps. You can also set the alternation value. Do you want the pumps to change every 3 hours, for instance? Or should they change every 5 starts? It's all your choice. Without Go Remote, your scala1 twin pump configuration will be set to duty standby, and you won't have the option to change any other settings, highlighting Go Remote's array of customization options that can ensure that your system is set up exactly according to your needs. In the final part of this module, we will take a look at some of the other options that you can adjust in Go Remote. These features include setting up an external input, calendar functions, firmware updates, and service reports. scala1 can be connected to an external input as an additional condition for pump operation. Simply access the external input menu from the Settings menu. From here, you can switch the external input on and off. You can also disregard standard start-stop conditions by selecting your pump to run solely on the external input. Once again, this highlights the multitude of customization options that Go Remote brings to your scala1 pump. Next, there's the calendar function. Simply put, this lets you create a schedule for pump operation, a particularly useful feature for domestic irrigation, for instance. Then there's the option to perform firmware updates directly through Go Remote. If an update is available, you will receive a notification on your phone when you enter the app. While this is typically something you may do during, say, a service visit, the homeowner is actually entirely capable of doing this on their own, simply by downloading Go Remote and connecting it to their scala1 pump. Finally, you have the option to create a service report once you're finished. You can send the service report directly to your customer's email, giving them a nice, tangible overview of their scala1 and the work you've done. So, that covers our module on the benefits of using Go Remote with scala1. Thank you for tuning in.